Hey everybody, so today we have some notes. We are moving on to our second learning target or learning goal. So instead of 1.1, it's going to be 1.2, and this is the first goal of this section. We're finding quartiles. Okay, so let me go ahead and lower this some. So first of all, quartiles are values or numbers that divide a list of numbers into quarters, right? Quarters is like 25%, right? There's 4 quarters in a dollar. So you could think of that, it breaks up a list of numbers into 4 sections, okay? And here's the steps to calculate. The first thing we want to do, and this right here is probably the most important, and if you mess this up, it's going to mess up everything, is you want to list the numbers in order, okay? And it's always in order from least to greatest. That means the smallest number to the biggest number, right? From least to greatest, okay? And then after you got it in order, the first thing you want to do, or the thing you want to do right after that is find the median. And we've been doing this. Remember, the median is the middle number, okay? For quartiles, it is known as the second quartile, or quartile 2. And then after you figure out what the median is, after you go through and you find the middle number, see, that breaks the list up into 2 sections. Then you go to the lower part, or the numbers that are lower, and find the middle value there, okay? So here I put find the middle value of the lower half of the numbers, and that's going to be your quartile 1. And then you find the middle value of the upper half of numbers, and that's going to be your quartile 3, okay? So really what we're doing is finding the median like 3 times. You're going to find the median of the original list of numbers, that's the middle, and then you're going to go through and say, okay, now I need to find the median of the smaller one, and then the median of the upper half, okay? And real quick, again, quartile 1 is the lower quartile, quartile 2 is the median, or they also call it the middle quartile, quartile 3 is the upper quartile, okay? If you need time right now, pause this, and I'm going to move on to the examples. So then for the examples, there's the examples. Again, we have a list of numbers. We want to put those numbers in order, and then go through and find, well, pretty much follow these steps to find the quartiles, the 3 quartiles. Okay, so let's do that now. So the first thing, again, as I rewrite this list, I'm going to cross them off. That way I know I got them all. Okay, so let's do that. So the first number, if you go through, there's a 13 and a 19. Okay, and it doesn't look like there's any more teens. Then there's 28, and I think that might be the only 20. Okay, then go through and look for the 30s. There's a 38 and a 32. So put those in order and cross them off the list. And then go through the 40s, 46, 47. Here's 46 and 47. Okay, then look for the 50s. Let me cross these off. There's a 51 there. And then there's no more 50s. So the only thing left is 62 and 73. And then again, we can count them just to verify. In the original list, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And in our new list, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Since there's 10 in the original list and the new ordered list, I know I have them all in. So then go through. Now I'm not going to cross them all off. I know because there's 10 numbers, I want to find the middle. The middle is like, well, if there's 10 numbers, there should be five on this side and 5 on this side, right? So the middle, or the median, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The median would be right in here. This is where the median is, right? And that is in between these two numbers. And you can verify it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here. That's the middle. So again, remember, whenever there's two numbers, whenever there's like no middle number, and then we have to take these two numbers, what we do is we add them. So we take 38 plus 46 and divide it by 2. So add 38 and 46, and when you do, you get 84. And be sure to use a calculator to add these. You don't have to add it in your head or on paper. Just take out a calculator and add it. See, that's what I do. Boom, there's my calculator. So then do 84 divided by 2. Well, that's 32. Okay, that is the median, which is quartile 2, 32. And I'm going to put that in here. Okay. So now let's go through. I'm going to show you guys something. Now we need to find them, basically the middle of the lower half. So I'm going to cover these up now. So this is my lower half. I had said the middle was there, so this is my lower half. So I'm going to go through and count these. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know this one's the middle one, right? How do I know? Look, there's two numbers over here, and there's two numbers over here. So that's the middle. So the middle of the lower half is quartile 1. Okay, so that is 28. I'm going to put it on my answer side. And then I'm going to say, okay, now I want to find the middle of the upper half. So I'm going to block off the lower half. So I blocked it off. And now I'm just looking at the upper half. So now I'm going to find the middle there. And again, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers. So I'm going to pick out the middle one. And that's the middle one. Again, I know it's the middle one because there's 2 over here and there's 2 over here. So that has to be in the middle. Okay. And that is Q3. It's the upper quartile. It's the upper quartile because these are the upper numbers, the higher numbers. Okay, and that would be 51. And that's pretty much finding the quartiles. I found the middle, or the median. That's quartile 2. And then I found the median of the lower half numbers. That's the lower quartile. And I found the median of the upper set of numbers, and that's the upper quartile. Okay, so pause this right now if you need to copy this. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the second one. So again, the second one, the first thing you want to do is get the numbers in order. There's a 37 and a 39 right off the back. There they are. 37, 39. Look for 40s. There's no 40s or 50s, but there's a 66 and a 67. Then go to 70s. Looks like there's a 72, 78, and then 2 82s. And then I'm just going to count them to make sure I copied them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I got 8 in both of them. So because I have 8, I know my middle is in between these two numbers. There's 4. Let me do it this way. I know the middle is going to be in between these two numbers because there's 4 over here and 4 over here. So the middle has to be like where my nose is. Okay. It's in there. We just have to find it. So let's see. The middle is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. The middle is going to be right in here. Okay. So I need to take those two numbers, 67 plus 72, add them and divide it by 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So when you add them, 67 plus 72, you get 139. Take 139 and divide it by 2. And we get 69.5. Okay, that is quartile 2. So I'm going to go ahead and put that over here. Now I need to look at the lower half of the numbers. Just the lower half. So if this is the middle, I know these are the lower half. Okay. Now there's 4 numbers here. Okay, so it looks like this is the middle. So again, I need to take those numbers, add them, and divide it by 2. So 39 plus 66, you get 105. And I'm going to work this way because I have more space going to the left. And then 105 divided by 2 is 52.5. And that's the lower quartile, which would be quartile 1. And now I want to look at the upper half of the list. So again, there's only 4 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the middle would be in here. It's in between 78 and 82. I'm going to take those two numbers and add them and divide by 2. 78 plus 82 is 160. 160 divided by 2 is 80. And that's the upper quartile, or the quartile 3. 80. Oof. So that one was quite a bit of work, but all I did was add and divide. Okay, after we got the list in order. So sometimes it's a little bit of work, but it's not tricky. It's not something we haven't done yet. We will practice this. So pause this if you need extra time. I am going to cut this out now so we can work on the assignment.